Hey guys, welcome to On Fire Roblox Scripting, and in this pretty long video I'll be showing you guys how to make a fully functional press E to rob thingy. So this will include, it'll work in multiplayer, there will be random cash, team only rob, and there will also be text messages. So yeah, thanks for clicking the video, and I hope you enjoy. So first what we want to do is have Explore and Properties open, which is under the View tab. And then you can make your cash register, but I don't really want to make one, so I'm just gonna get a free one. It's like you can use this in like a gas station, donut stores, banks, or whatever. Okay, then you can open up the cash register and select one of the parts that you want the E to rob place. So I'm gonna put mine on this little top thingy. I'm going to rename the part to Rob, just like that. And under the Rob, click the plus and add in a proximity prompt. And then under the proximity prompt, add in a script. We're going to come back to the script later. Okay, so now go into the server script service, add in a script, and this is where we're going to be making our leader stats. So first, rename the script to stats. So leader stats, just like that. And then you can write what I write. So game dot players dot player added connect function. Oh, not 9. There we go. So what will happen is when the player runs, we're gonna make the leader stats. So local leader stats equals to instance dot new and then a folder. So we're going to make a new folder. Then we're going to name the folder. So leader stats dot name equals to, and then you can just call it leader stats. And then go down the line. And then under the player added function over here, we're going to add in a player. And then over here we can write leader stats dot parent equals to player. So now we've got the leader stats. Go down 2 lines. Now we're going to make the cash value. So local cash equals to instance dot new, and then this is going to be an int value. And then go down a line. We're going to name the cash. So cash dot name, and we're going to name it to cash, just like that. Go down a line. And then cash dot value equals to, and then this is how much the starting money is going to be. So I'm just going to put mine at 100 for now. You can put yours at whatever you want. Go down a line, and then cash dot parent equals to leader stats. So we're going to put it into the leader stats over here, and that should be the entire leader stats. It doesn't have data store, but like I said earlier, if you want data store, you can check out the video over here. So now we're going to go back to the cash register script, which should be inside of the rob part. And then we're going to write local can rob equals to true, which means you can rob it. And then game dot players dot player added connect function. So when the player joins the game, and then inside here we're going to write player because we will need to get its leader stats. And then go down a line, script dot parent dot triggered connect, and then function, just like that. And then go down a line. So if can rob equals to true, so if you can rob the cash register, I'm putting the can rob so that there's like a time limit, so that you can't just keep on robbing the thing. And then now put a then, go down a line, put an extra line down here. Okay, so if can rob equals to true, then we're gonna make the cache randomized. So local random cache equals to math dot random, and then in between these brackets you're gonna write how much cash they're gonna get when they're robbed, like when the cash register is rob. So for me, they're gonna get between 50 and 150. So just make sure you have a comma between the two numbers. Then you can go down a line, and then player dot leader stats. So this is the leader stats we gave them. So dot cache. Just make sure that this cache matches up with the cache name. So leader stats dot cache dot value plus equal. So it's gonna be, so we're gonna add in, and we're gonna add in random cache. So yeah, just like that. And then now we're gonna put in like if they don't have it. Before we do that, we're gonna make can rob equals to false, which means they can't rob it anymore. And we're gonna put an else, which means if can rob is equals to false, then player dot leader stats dot cache dot value plus equal 0. So we're gonna add in $0. And then outside of the entire script, we're gonna go down 2 lines, and then while true do, and this is going to be our cooldown. And I'm just gonna put my cooldown at 10 seconds, and then can rob equals to true. So this is gonna be our cooldown down here. And that should be the entire script. I'm gonna press play and we're gonna test it out. So I just loaded in. You can see up here I have 100 cash, and this is the cash register right here. So when I walk up to it, it says interact. You can obviously customize it, but like you can see, I get some cash, but it also has a cooldown, so you can't keep on doing it. But like my cooldown, which is 10 seconds, every 10 seconds I can get some cash from it. So you can see right now it's on cooldown, but look at that, I just got some more cash. And now right now I'm going to quickly show you guys how to customize it. So go into the proximity prompt, and then over here these two is just like make sure that you can interact with it. And then this one is for Xbox, like what button Xbox players are gonna hit. This is how long we're gonna hold it, so I'm gonna make mine actually 3 seconds. And then this is for computer, what they're gonna hit. And then this is how far you need to be to start robbing. And then up here is action text, so I'm gonna write rob, because that's what you're doing. And then down here is the object, so cash register. So you're gonna be robbing the cash register. And then the rest, you don't really need to customize it. But I'm gonna press play again, and we're gonna see the new customized one. Okay, so I just loaded in, and with the new customized one, you can see it now says cash register, and you can rob it. And I can activate it from a little bit farther distance, and it takes 3 seconds to hold and rob. But other than that, it still works exactly the same. There's still a 5-second cooldown. You can see right there I didn't get cash. But now the cooldown's over, I should be able to get cash. Just like that. And I'm going to do it one more time because the cooldown's on, I can't get the cash. So we're going to start from where we left off. So last time we made a leader stat for the cash. And we also made a script where you can basically like rob cash from the cash register. So what we're going to be doing today is make it so that like only a certain team can rob the cash register. So first of all, we're going to obviously need a team. So go to model, and then over here there should be like a little 2 gears, a blue one and a red one. Click that, and then there should be a teams one. I already had mine on, so you'll just click the team one, and then you can press insert. And after that, you can go here into teams. I'm just going to delete these first. So you can go to teams, click the plus, and you can add in a team. So this is going to be our first team. We're just going to call it team blue. And then I'm going to change the team color to really blue. And that's all we're going to do. So next one is we're going to click plus team. We're going to add in another one. And we're going to call this red. This is going to be team red. Go to the properties, team color. We're going to change it to really red. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is go back to model, and then under the effects thingy right here, there should be this little thingy. We're just going to click that and then drag it around near the cash register, and then we're going to duplicate it. After we duplicated it, we're going to name one of them to blue, and we're going to name the other one to red. So under the blue, we're going to go to the properties and then scroll down until you find teams. So we're going to check allow team change on touch. We're going to uncheck neutral. We're going to change the team color to blue. Just make sure that the color of blue matches the color that you put in the team. So we're going to do the exact same thing for red. So red, properties, go down to teams, allow team change on touch, and not neutral. Change the team color to really red, because that is the team color for red that we put in teams. And then finally, I'm just going to color code these so you guys can see more properly. So I'm going to change this one to red, and I'm going to change this one to blue. So now I've got team change working. All we need to do is go into the cash register and go to the rob part that we made in last video. And here we're just going to add a few things. Okay, so it's actually pretty simple. So basically, after if can rob equals to true, then we're going to go down the line and write if player dot team dot name equals to red. So we're going to put that then equals to red. Then and then we're going to go enter. We're going to copy these 3 lines of code, put it there, and then we're going to delete it. So it should look like that. So basically what this means that now only team red, which we named it earlier, only team red can rob. So if you're team blue, you cannot rob the cash register. So we are just going to go quickly test it out now. So I just loaded in. As you can see, I'm currently blue, but we're just gonna, like, as soon as we touch the red one, we turn to team red. So we're gonna first rob the cash register, and you can see we do get cash monies. So see, we're getting cash, and there is a cooldown of 10 seconds. So just like that, we just got more cash, and this should be like on cooldown. So yeah, you can see red team can rob. But now we're gonna quickly switch to team blue, and then we're gonna start robbing it. Then you can see that team blue cannot rob the cash register, no matter how many times I do the full cycle. So yeah, so first let's make it work in multiplayer. So just click on the cash register, and we put in a proximity prompt under the rob part. So make sure you just open the proximity prompt and find the script. So what we're gonna do is, you see this player, we're just gonna copy that, and we're gonna put it in there, and then we're gonna delete that, and it works for multiplayer now. So that part's done. So now the next part we're gonna do is we're gonna make the actual text messages, so that when you rob it, the text messages will pop out. Okay, so let's go make the text messages now. So if you go into Start GUI, click the plus and enter in a screen GUI. Let's rename the screen GUI to Rob Text, just like that. Now under the Rob Text, click the plus and enter in a text label. So we are going to have 3 of them. So just put them in the corner like this. I'm going to put mine at 4040. And then the first one we're going to have is cash. So this one will show you how much cash you got. So I'm just going to make the background actually transparent. So background transparency equals to 1. And I'm going to go down until we find text. Let's change the text into cash symbol, just like this. And then let's make the text yellow. Text scaled. So that will be our cash thingy. We will change the cash amount later, but that's what it will be for now. Okay, so then you can go here, and then you can go make it invisible. And then you can duplicate the cash. So this will be our second one. Let's just call this cooldown. We're calling it cooldown because this will pop up when the cash register is on cooldown. So let's just make it visible because we want to change it. So I'm just going to go back here. I'm going to change the background transparency back to 0. But I'm going to make the background black. And I'm going to make the text red. Now obviously you can change it to whatever you want. And I'm just going to change the text into "You can't rob this right now." You can change it to whatever you want. Yours can be like, this is on cooldown or something. And I'm actually just going to make mine bold to make it a bit better. So it's like that. You can't rob this right now. And I'm just going to make this invisible. So go to visible, check that off. And then we're going to duplicate it one more time. And this is for if you're on the other team. So just name it team. Make it visible. And then let's change the text into "You can't rob this because you're not on the right team." Just like that. And like again, yours can be anything you want. So I'm just going to make it invisible for now. So now that we've made all 3 of our things, we can start scripting. So go back to the script and you can write what I write. Okay, so go under here, go down line, and then write local GUI equals to player dot player. It's a dot, not a slash. So make sure it's player dot player GUI dot, and then this will be our rob text because that's what we named it. So rob text. And then under if player team name equals to red, then. So under the get the cash, we're going to go down the line, and then we're going to write GUI dot cash because we named it cash dot text equals to, and write this very carefully. So we're going to write the money sign, and then we're going to write dot dot, and then we're going to write random cash, and that's all we're going to name that. You can also like put a plus sign, so like you go plus and put a space, and then it should, like it says, it will say plus and then how much cash amount. And after that, you go down to this, and then we're gonna do if you're on the team blue. So else if player dot team dot name equals to blue, then we're gonna go down the line, and then we can write GUI dot, and then we're gonna put in team because we named the team one team dot visible equals to true, and then wait 3 seconds, and then GUI dot visible equals to false. Now don't forget that you also need to specify the name. So GUI.team.visible equals to false. And let's also just do that right here because I forgot to do that. So write GUI.cache.visible equals to true. Go down the line, say actually we're gonna put the wait after the can rob. So after the can rob, just write wait 3 seconds, and then GUI.cache.visible equals to false. So right now we've got if you're on the team blue, then what will happen is the team thing will pop up, which will say you're on the other team. And if you're on team red and then you robbed the cash, it will say how much cash you got. So now we've got a little problem is we need to actually put this under here and not there because it's an else if now. So let's just delete that. So it should look like this. So basically, if the can rob is true, if they're on team red, they'll show the cash. And if they're on the other team, which is team blue, it will just show the other one. So now we just need the third one, which is the cooldown, which is when it is on cooldown, then basically it will tell you that it's on cooldown. So we need to find this if, which is connected to this end. So we're gonna go down right here, and then we're gonna write else, and then we're gonna write GUI dot cooldown, because we named it cooldown, dot visible equals to true, and then go down line, say wait 3 seconds, and then GUI dot cooldown dot visible equals to false. And that should be the script, so we can just quickly save our game and let's go test it out. Okay, so I just loaded in, and let's go onto the team red real quick. So you can see if we hold for 3 seconds, you can see it says plus 83 cash down here, and then we're at 183. So we started with 100, we press, and then we got 83 cash. So if we do it, you can see we got 95, and let's just do it again because right now it's on cooldown. And it'll say you can't rob this right now, and now it should be off of cooldown. Never mind, it's not yet. So now it should, and we just got plus 55 cash. So the cooldown and the cash works. So let's go into team blue. So this is when you're on the other team. Let's rob the cash register. You can see it says you can't rob this because you're not on the right team. Of course, you can modify it however you want, but like I said, it works on team red because we set it so that only team red can rob, and it will tell you how much cash you got. So yeah, that'll be it for this tutorial. If you liked this series, and if you want like more part series where I make something pretty big like this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Tell me in the comment sections if you want more series like these. So thank you guys for watching this Press E to Rob series. If you guys want me to do more series videos like these where I take you like a very big thing, I break it up into multiple parts, and then like each video I build on a part, and eventually you get like this big thing like this, make sure to comment down below. Also subscribe on the left, watch video on the right. Bye.